Hi everyone, I'm just going to show you quickly how to make a little notepad holder. I made one of these for Gina the other day, and I just thought I'd quickly show you how to make it. It's really easy. All you need is some cardstock, some glue, a little notepad. The notepads I'm using are like that. I got 10 in a pack for £1 from the pound shop. Some paper to cover your little book and some embellishments. So to start with, for this sized book, little notebook, my paper is 15, I think it's 15 and a half. I'll just double check that. I thought I'd wrote it down, but I didn't. 15 and a half this way centimetres, and this way it is 27 centimetres. So that's 15 and a half by 27 centimetres. Now I used my, where has it gone? My trimmer, which is, it doubles up as a scorer as well. I used this and I scored it at 11 centimetres, then at 12 centimetres. Actually, how I did do it is I scored at 11 centimetres, then at once from that score line to that score line was 1 centimetre, and then from that score line to this score line was 11 centimetres, and this little bit here was 3 3/4, and this is just for the little flap, little pocket that I'm going to create in here. And it's really hard because it's black cardstock to see the score lines, so let's see if that will focus in. So what you end up with is something like that will obviously be closed down. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, is add this little bit of paper here, and I've just trimmed this down. I've left it so that there's an edge all the way around, and you can use your distress ink, which I'm using walnut stain, and just go around the edges. I distress most of my paper because I don't like to see the little white bits along here, and it is just the edges. So I'm just going to use some wet glue, which I'm just using the tacky glue. I'm just checking to make sure I'm in focus. I used my webcam earlier to do something, but the quality is really rubbish. So I'm back to using my iPhone, and it actually didn't take that long to upload onto YouTube. I was really surprised because in the past it takes ages, so I was impressed that it actually took about 3 minutes. It was a short video, but I was still impressed at how speedy it was. So I mean, you can, if I can find my bone folder, there it is, just kind of run that along and get any excess glue and just kind of wipe that away. So that's that piece, and this is your pocket. Now I would generally use glossy accents, but I've run out. I've ordered some, so I'm just waiting for that to come. So just use a little bit of either side to glue that down. You have to hold it for a little bit if you're just using that tacky glue or whatever. Glossy accents takes very, very quickly. I mean, you can punch a little hole out, like a half circle here if you wish, but I'm not going to. So that's that stuck down, and now I'm just going to add the paper to the front and back. Again, just distressing this paper. And then just adding some glue. I mean, this is so quick, great for you know, sending in some racks or some little Christmas stocking fillers for your friends or whatever. There we go. So I don't know if there's any up and down on this. Okay, so just kind of line that up and doing this also helps. Sometimes when you're using wet glue, it kind of makes the paper look a bit warped, but doing this you get a good even finish. So that's that side, and again just distressing this one. I mean, obviously you'd have to change your measurements depending on the size of, you know, the notebook that you're using. This is just a general guide. And this would go on your back cover. Hope I'm in frame. So that's the, I mean, you can, if you want to, do a really thin strip down there, but I'm not going to. Too fiddly. Right, so we've got your pocket. This is the side that you're going to attach your notepad to. So what I will do here is just use some double-sided tape, and I'm just going to run 3 strips down here. This is pretty strong. I mean, you can use wet glue if you wish, or you could even, if you wanted to, make it so that, you know, you've got like a half pocket here that this card on the back would just slip into. That way you can change it all the time. I've done ones like that before, so that's another option. I've got no fingernails, so I'm just using my craft knife to get the tape off. And you just line this up. Don't go too close to the first score line here, otherwise it will make this a little bit difficult to close. So you just put that down there. You can make some tags and slot them in there, and that's your tag there. I've just made, I've just cut these out from this die. It's a labels die. I think it's the Labels 2, and it's by Crafts 2, and I got that last week. It was only £8 on eBay. So I'm going to quickly distress around here, and I'm just going to, I've already picked a stamp. I mean, you can go ahead and embellish this as you please. You don't have to have this. You can do whatever you like. I'm using this, and this is from CD's collection, and I can't remember what it's called because the cover is in the wrong way. So I'm just using some Stays On ink here. I mean, you can also tie some ribbon around it so that you can tie it. You can put a closure on it as well. So let's put the lid on this. I'm just going to use some wet glue. And just centre this on there. That says family. I will just use some double-sided on this. The one I made Gina, I think it was a Halloween one. because we all need notepads. I use so much paper just writing notes down, and I think I've got like 3 on the go at the moment, and I have to chase them all around because I leave them all over the place. So I'm just going to centre that on here. So that says family, and I've got 2 of these little cherry blossoms which I'm just going to stick on there. Put my glue gun on earlier. I'm having problems with it. I think everyone's having problems, and I don't actually think it's the glue guns, I think it's the glue. I've tried different glue sticks, and they just seem to melt so quickly, and it's just a pain in the rear end. So I'm just fixing this. I'm just going to put this one up here, hold it down for a sec. Yeah, so I think it's the glue, not the glue guns. I've got to put mine on the low setting now. I used to constantly have it on the high, but I just think it's the glue. Maybe they've stopped putting a certain ingredient into it or something. So there we go, that's how that's made. Easy peasy, so quick and easy. Great little gift. Like I said, you can put some large tags or some photo mats or whatever in there. You can actually cover that page if you wanted to, and you know, so that it's not black or whatever colour cardstock you're using. So any questions, just ask. Please feel free to leave comments. I'm going to do another one, just an alternative one, but that will be on the next video. So thanks for watching. Happy crafting. Bye.